Hello people of the internet, it's Amanda, and if you're new here on my channel, I usually talk about Japanese movies, dramas, entertainment. Sometimes I tap into other Asian pop culture topics as well, but one of my favorite things to discuss here on my channel is number I. Just one look at my content and you can already tell that I'm such a huge fan of the group. And for today's video, we're gonna be unboxing God Eye, which is their second single. I just received this fresh from the post just a couple of minutes ago. I just opened it partially for just to inspect it because it took them quite a couple of days before actually delivering it to me. I do live outside of Japan, and that's why it took a little while before I got my copies. But if you want to hear my thoughts about the tracks, all those other things, I made a separate video talking about my impressions in each and every track, which ones are my favorite, review, all the other like commentary when it comes to the music that was released in this particular single. So now we're just gonna focus on the physical copies themselves. I kind of like love spoiling myself, especially if I know that my copies are gonna arrive later than usual. So I kind of like sift through some of these spoilers when it comes to like photos or anything like that that were in the single. And yeah, but that doesn't ruin the surprise for me, at least, and I'll still be reacting to, you know, all of the visual creative stuff that comes in this little package right here. Now, I got all of the versions except for the God Eye FC version, and I'll talk more about like why later on. It's kind of like a funny reason, but yeah. So with that said, let's just get to it. By the way, there will be spoilers in this video, so if you don't want that, just click off. As you can see, here it is. Yeah, receipt. So we already know how much damage this costs, so we're just gonna throw that there. And yeah, so here it is. Not the bundle, obviously, because I do want to get like the sticker bonus, which is so cute. This is so cute. The God Eye text is in like kind of like the silver foiling, so it's not just kind of like a flat image. This is so cute. I might display this on my phone or something, or like put in a keychain or something, but this, I absolutely love it. And I think they're gonna make it a trend to kind of like release stickers in each kind of like their newer releases, because I know that for the concert Blu-ray that they're also releasing soon, it comes with kind of like a sticker book. So I'm looking forward to more of these. These are just so cute. I love it. Okay, so I will leave the FC ones for last just because I want to talk about why I didn't get the God Eye version. But let's start off with I think this is the regular version. Yeah, so I think this is a regular version. So we're gonna start with her after 57 years of trying. So I'm now able to take the plastic off of the regular version. Now, as usual, so if you watch my past unboxing videos before, then you would know that I keep the sleeve on the inside of the CD. So we're just gonna do the same with this one. It's really plain this time around, which I get, because obviously with the style that they're going for, you know, God Eye, definitely like this puzzly, psychedelic type of look. So I understand that they don't want the sleeve to look chaotic or anything like that. But yeah, so in terms of, as usual, so for the regular version, it has this kind of lyric book, contains 4 songs, which is God Eye, Romy Julie, Psycho, and HIRAKEGOMA. Do they have photos in here? I guess so. Oh, okay. They look so cool. I mean, I don't know what I'm expecting because I already know that, but this is so cute. Oh. So help me with that. Please, one of my favorite show genres would definitely be him eating. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. That's so cute. I mean, so far I've been loving the photos that they've been putting at the back of the regular versions. I think like even from the album, like with numbering before and then with number one, those are like really cute photos at the back of the CDs, and it's always kind of like it's I think this is kind of like a trend that they're going for each of the regular versions, is to have just kind of like that nice cute candid photo at the end, and I really, really love that. So I think this is the limited version A, I think. So yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm just gonna put a note down here, but I think this is A. And this, yeah, I think so, because this contains the music video and the music video behind the scenes. So this also includes Romy Julie and iDog. Now I'm quite curious because out of all the B-side songs, Romy Julie appeared twice in these versions, and I'm wondering if they're gonna release like a music video for this. I hope that they do. I mean, to be completely transparent, and I talked about this in my previous video, Romy Julie is probably my least favorite song out of all the B-sides that they released for this batch. But it's starting to grow on me, and I think just genre-wise or story-wise, when it comes to it lyrically, it makes sense for Romy Julie to have a music video, because it is kind of like a love song-ish kind of vibe, but not really. But yeah, there's more in my commentary. I'm sure that makes more sense than what I'm saying now when it comes to this song. But yeah. So let's open her up. I really like that the kind of like the limited versions have plastics that I don't have to like wreck, and I can just return them in. Oh, okay. So they're going for the kind of like extra sleeves type of thing, like cover for this release. So let's see what the other cover looks like, or the real cover looks like. I don't think I've seen this during my scouting of the oh my gosh, I love this so much. Like each photo is a different pose. It's so cute. I need to scan this. I want to scan this. I need this as cover for like everything. My laptop, my tablet, everything. I absolutely love this. This kind of like photo booth style. I love it. I love it so much. So this one contains, you know, obviously the CD and the Blu-ray. This photo I already saw some people posting. I also love the, I mean, I still love the regular version because obviously they were making faces or kind of like goofy. I really like this. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. I love the concept for like the lyric book for this one. Black and white, and then there's kind of like a certain focus on zoomed in images for this. It's kind of like, what's interesting about this is I think just visually it kind of like connects to the image of the regular version. Kishi's eyeball. But yeah. Oh, this is for the Jintans out there. Ooh, I love Jin's photo. I know that like, because my friend is a Jintan, and I know that there's kind of like a here and there opinion about Jin's hair right now because of the length and everything, and I do agree. But when it's styled like this, I absolutely love it. Like, there are some days when I'm also not a huge fan of his long hair, but I'll accept this look anytime. I love the expression he has on here as well. I mean, I know I've shown the photo multiple times, but I love it. Way to flex like really long eyelashes there, Jin. Seeing as how much I love Kishi and Jin's photo, I'm not sure if I'm ready for Shaw's section because I know that it's coming next. So, as usual, this face, pretty. I do love Jin's expression the most though from this. I am the target audience of this shot right here. Around the neckline right here. I'm the target audience. Oops, I just tapped on my mic. But I'm the target audience for this, I guess. He can never escape the peace sign. Please, why? I mean, Jin and Kishi didn't even do it. It's just show with the peace sign. Oh, this is so cute. And then like the rest of it are like, again, photo booth style photos, kind of like yearbook style photos, which is like solo versions of these. This is adorable. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm like this obsessed. Love that. 50 out of 10 at least. This kind of like lazy expression works so well on Jin. Like yep, you probably guessed I'm looking at Show's photos right now. So annoying how he... This is me right now reacting to these photos. I absolutely love this. I love the concept for the A version. We'll move on to version B. Now, I think I need to brace myself because I've seen some photos from this. I've seen clips from the contents of this, and it was something that gave me complex feelings, and I will be explaining more of that later. But yeah, so this one contains God Eye, Romy Julie, Frisco, and then for the Blu-ray, God Eye music video and God Eye CD jacket / booklet behind the scenes. So we're gonna open her up. Again, it uses this kind of like cover, like paper cover sleeve as well. And yeah, so this is what it looks like. It makes my life so much easier that these are matte because it makes it easier to show up on camera. But yeah, again, I really love it because the other two kind of connects with each other. This one kind of connects more to the concept of the music video. They're in a car, you know, kind of like this vibe from the MV. Then the other two kind of like connects with one another in terms of just the vibe of the self, if you will. I think that is what the concept is like. Like this one is more of like the music video, and then the other two like the regular, and the A version kind of like is the more reflection of self, because again, the song is about believing in yourself, or kind of like being your own person and having agency over your own life. And I think that's the vibe they're going for. Again, this is just my interpretation of it, but yeah. Anyways, I'm trying to delay this because I already know what's coming. I've seen posts about the B version. I don't know why I'm kind of like nervous about this. Kind of like zoom into that. Someone is holding a cigarette. I don't know who thought of this concept. I don't know why they're going for this. Obviously, I'm not advocating for vices or anything like that. But they must have known there's some kind of like weird fantasy bad boy type of thing going on, that this will cause a buzz or something. I don't know. But they went for it. They went for that. And honestly, like, I don't know. I mean, again, not advocating for vices, not a huge fan of, you know, but it's a vibe, it's a look, it's an image. But yeah. Whew. Okay. I know that people are buzzing about this photo as well. And yeah, just I don't know, but it really gives that a vibe of we're not really in that former era anymore. This is kind of like them not necessarily like saying that, you know, when you go for a mature concept you have to like add these types of elements to it, but it certainly gives their current, like what they're gunning for, a certain edge to it. And I'm not saying again that it's 100% like something that they should go for just to prove that they've matured or anything like that, but it is a choice. And I think this is like inching towards, you know, kind of like breaking into just not this kind of like cookie cutter vibe and just going for something a little bolder than what they usually do. And again, they didn't make this into the kind of like publicized visual for the single. This is kind of like the hidden cover, if you will. And so people who buy into it or something like that, that's when they're gonna like see and experience, you know, the image. And I don't know why I'm making an entire video essay about this particular cover right here, but that's just my thought process of it. You know, I mean, they've always kind of like been mindful of having a diverse audience. And so this is a deliberate choice. And I think while I don't want to read too much into it, it is a choice that kind of like adds another layer to the image that they're putting out there, at least. And yeah, or it could just be more of like a creative choice. I don't know, but yeah, like I think given how involved they are when it comes to, you know, the production and kind of like just everything that goes into their releases, that is a choice. And I know that the girlies, myself guilty as well, found this really, really interesting, even if we're not a fan of it in real life. But you know, sometimes you like flip some switches here and there depending on who's this has gone astray. But anyways, just this isn't that serious, I would say. But yeah, I think it's just more of a creative choice in terms of adding another layer to the identity without it necessarily kind of like saying this is who we are now, you know, stuff. So yeah, anyways, let's open her. I love that it's like the photo is like food that they've like tried and stuff like that. Love. At this point, I'm just a huge fan of like the back photos. So I love them so much. They're so cute. Okay, let's like remove the sleeve. This is cute. Lonely boy Kishi. Very, very cute. I'm so sorry, but Jin wearing animal prints reminds me so much of Shaw's baby photos. I don't know, but sometimes Jin has a very kind of like cougary on aesthetic. And I don't know if I love it or I hate it. Honestly, he pulls it off really well, but sometimes I question it. Oh, this one I already saw, and this is actually currently my laptop wallpaper because I mean they had to give us this photo after giving us this photo. They know that. Like they know what they're doing because somehow this neutralizes this. So I've said so much about, but yeah, I'm so sorry about that. But we are gonna proceed. Like we're gonna move on now. We're gonna move on to the FC version. Now, thankfully, I've read through stuff from other fans, so I know not to panic. But I know that some people are kind of like stressed about not receiving their charms for the FC version. For the FC version. And thankfully, I read through the comments and I saw that they're inside, the packets themselves. So now I only got the Bon and the Inazuma version, and the reason for that is because aside from the content not really varying and only like the charms are different, um, I am a cat. I tapped on my mic again. I am a Catholic, and while I'm not really I'm not really like anything. Like I'm not really that particular when it comes to like I really enjoyed God Eye as a single and as a song, and it's not really that big of a deal to me when it comes to I'm not someone who's like really strict about it and stuff like that. But I wouldn't be able to display it. Like people will ask questions if I add that prayer charm anywhere, and I love displaying the charms that I get from merch that I buy. And I just feel like it's not something that I can display without people asking questions. And so, and given, for budget purposes as well, I just stuck with these two. Because like initially I just want to buy one version, but I decided to get two just to support the hell out of this release. But also like yeah, I just had to like hold myself off of the God Eye FC version for the reasons that I mentioned earlier. So yeah, it's not really that much of a problem. But it's just the practicality of not being able to use it and display it anyways. And yeah, and I supported, God Eye as a whole, so I think that gives me a pass. But anyways, this is the FC version. Again, I really love it. I love that it matches, the A version. And I think we're gonna like open just one version overall, and then I'll just show the charm of the other one. So this is how it is. Again, it comes with this kind of like cardboard paper packet. This is the iLYs Bon version. It's just teeny tiny. Okay, so this is the Bon charm. I wanted it to be a bonsai, but apparently it's a bee. My friend told me that it looks like a butterfly, so I guess that like I can give it a pass. But I really wish that they went with a bonsai concept, like show what's going on here. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. Cute. Okay. Okay, so okay, cool. So it's just a CD sleeve. So yeah, so trying to be careful with it. Just a lyric packet. And then I saw someone point this out. This isn't my idea at all, okay? But I saw that this maze kind of like spells iLYs. And these ones in the brain is YJ for Yuta Jinguji, SH for Shohirano, and YK for Yuta Kishi. So these ones. And then, yeah. And then as you can tell, like there's the I right here, the L right here, the Y right here, and the S right here. And again, that's not my idea at all. I saw it from someone on Twitter. Someone pointed it out. And I think I reposted that. But yeah, so for the intents and purposes of the video, I'm pointing it out as well. But this is that. And I think the other version is similar. It just has the kind of like the, what they call this, like the charm. So we'll pull that out right now. It's so quaint. It's so small. But it's, yeah, but I love it. I love it so much. Like, this is the Inazuma version. And for those of you who don't know, or I don't know why you would care, but purple is my favorite color, and so I like the Inazuma version resonates with me the most. Now, with that said, so tell me down in the comments below, what are your favorite like covers or features of this new release, your favorite song from this new single, all of this other stuff, and what are you looking forward to for their kind of like next singles, like lead tracks, whatever. What kind of genre do you think they're gonna explore? Do you think Romeo Julie will receive its own kind of like music video? I don't know. But with that said, so let's talk about that in comments as usual. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel and you would want to hear more from me, please hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon in a new one. Bye!